Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Leleti and we talk about money and general lifestyle issues here. Today we have, as you may have already read from the title, my 10 book recommendations, and we get right to it. This is in no particular order, but this one is highly recommended. The first one is the Bible. The Holy Bible. I'm a Christian, so the Bible is my religious book, so obviously it's the first one. We really underestimate this book. We underrate it in so many ways because it has everything: wisdom for daily living, investment, about money, relationship advice, everything you need. It's in this book. I'm thinking that every other book was written from the Bible, and actually people just normalize reading. It's like having conversations with experts, people with decades of knowledge, put it in books, and we have a chance to just get all that knowledge in one book, and you can refer to it again and again. So just normalize reading. It will diversify your thoughts, your opinions. It exposes you. You go to places you've never been, just through the mind of a writer. Through their writing, you are able to access information that you never thought possible. Enough chit chat. I go back to the next one. The second one is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. There has always been a lot of hype about this book, The Secret. This one is about the law of attraction, that you say it, you get it. So maybe you should read it and get your own perspective of it and decide whether you believe in it or not. The other one is The Compound Effect by Darren. This is a book about, it's a very life-changing book. It's an easy read. As you can see, it's an easy read. Basically, it's not even a big book, but you can take your time with this, reading this. It's about small steps that you make, and when compounded, they create this big change. They snowball into something big that you will not even, that you can't, like at the beginning of it, when you're just starting the small steps, you have no, you don't think that it can grow into such a big thing, but it's just daily things. That because when you decide to make a big change, then it becomes this big thing, and then you keep postponing it, that's just a big thing, I'll postpone it, I'll do it tomorrow, I do it when I have time. But the small things, you just change an act today, a character today, a habit today, something today, and voila, in a year's time it's something big, it's tangible. Like if you look back, it's like, wow, all this happened because I changed this simple thing in my life, and you're amazed and you're good. It's good, it's a good surprise to yourself. So those are 3 books. The fourth one is The 5 a.m. Club by Sharma. Sharma. This one is a lifestyle kind of book. It's about a morning routine that Sharma is a trainer. He trains the successful people, athletes, business people, all sides of people who want to be extra. They want to achieve more, to maximize their achievements, to achieve more in the same amount of time that everyone has. So he trains them and coaches them, and he swears by this, that if you follow this, it's a morning routine. Basically, you wake up an hour earlier than you would. Here it's about 5 a.m. Then you spend 20 minutes doing exercise, 20 minutes meditating or reading your word, and 20 another 20 minutes you study, you read something, you grow your mind, or you listen to an audiobook, a podcast, something to just new knowledge, you acquire new knowledge, or you build onto a skill or something like that. The other one is the subtle the the subtle art of not giving a fuck. Basically, we all need to learn how to hold back on some emotions and not feel so much. Like, you don't have to feel every ball that is thrown your way. Like, you don't have to be hurt every time. Like, everyone is trying to hurt you. Just sometimes it's just like, nah, not this time, Satan, not today. So, like, I'm not being bad, but I'm just not dealing with crap today. Yeah, it's that kind of a book. The other one is this, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. We've all heard about him, we've all read about him. There's a build up to this, there's the quadrant, the cash flow quadrant. There are so many books he has written, and basically it's about the mindset of the poor and the mindset of the rich. The poor tend to hate on the rich because they are thinking that they're entitled, they have all this money, and basically they hate it and they think that money is a problem, but money has no character. It's what you make of it. So if you're bad and you get money, you just continue being bad. It's not the money that made you bad. If you're good, you continue being good. And anyway, the world could use a lot more people with money, so that you can do better things and you can prove the other people wrong that having money doesn't make you bad. You can actually do good things with money. So this one is about how you're saving, how much you're spending, how much you're saving, investing. It's a beginner's money issue. Yeah, that kind of a thing. Like, it changes your mindset on how you view money. Mostly it's about how you view money. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. This one is again by Sharma. It's also a mindset kind of a book. It's when you purchase it, you get this CD, which I never got to listen. I don't know why, but maybe someday I'll listen to it. But I have read the book. It's a good read. It's about this advocate who was highly ranked. He was the hunter in his industry. He had it all, and then he collapses one day because his lifestyle was just terrible, and he goes on this adventure searching for monks and new knowledge, and eventually he returns. And now the writer of this book is his friend, who recounts his adventures too. And the friend he makes the friend promise to write to share the knowledge. So the friend now writes about the experiences, which is about a mindset, how you view everything, what you make yourself, believing in yourself, believing and changing your perception of yourself, of your abilities, believing that you deserve the best, and learning to listen to yourself, taking care of yourself, your body, your soul, everything, every organ in your body. Okay, now these ones are okay. So there's this, You Are a Badass at Making Money. This one is by Sincero, and she has many books, mostly they have the word badass in them. This one only tells us that you have the capacity to make money, not just money, but mad money. that you have the capacity in yourself, and you first you have to believe it. Like in everything about these books, what I have learned common in them is that you first have to believe it. Like, you cannot attract what you despise. You have to be comfortable with having plenty, like, and stop being like feeling guilt. Yeah, I don't know what I've just said, but you can't pour from an empty cup. Even in an aeroplane, they tell you first you put on your mask before you start assisting other people. So you get the mullah first, then you can share with the others. So it's no use you complaining about poverty when you're poor. You're seated there. So why don't you go be rich and then come help the poor? Do your part. And the world, as I had said earlier, the world could use more people with money. This one is mostly female because it has the name woman, but it's a story about money, about friends and their relationship with money. This is The Smart Money Woman by Arese Ugwu. I don't know if I pronounce her name correctly. She's, I think, either Ghanaian or Nigerian. Yeah, it's about 4 friends. Are they 4 or 5? And how they deal with money issues and other crises, but it is about money and some African beliefs that, and the position of a woman in respect to money. And it's an easy read, and it is very insightful. Maybe if you're afraid of reading financial books, this one is a good one. You'll not even know that you're reading about money. It's like you're listening to a story about friends, and then there are bits of money issues there. This one is a follow-up to the same, to this book. It is The Smart Money Tribe. If you read this one, it's by Arese Ugwu still. If you read this first one, then this is the follow-up to that. And it's still about the 5 ladies. It is in modern setting, so it's an easy read. You can relate to everything they are going through and how they're relating to each other. So consider reading any of these books. There's another video about mentorship, but mentorship doesn't always have to be direct. Sometimes it's indirect, and how sometimes it's indirect is through reading. So you follow a writer or the area of expertise that you want, or your area of interest. You read books on that, and then you acquire knowledge. You sieve it, because you don't digest everything in a book, but you see what applies to you. Sometimes it doesn't apply. Like someone said that sometimes you read a book and it is really inspiring, then you reread it again, you read it again. You can't say you reread it again, because that is double again. Okay, so you read it again, and the next time you're reading it, you see new information. That doesn't mean that the information was not there before. It only means that you are not ready for that information, or you had not gotten to that level yet. But now that you are, you see it. It's like what you look for, you find. That's what they say. So that will be it for this video. I hope that you can try any of these books. Please try read something, even if it's not this. Oh, and a bonus one. Try reading the Who Moved My Cheese. That one will. Who Moved My Cheese? It's about a story about a rat and cheese, obviously. But the storyline is about entitlement, force, security, such, and that one will get you searching yourself and asking yourself if you're really secure in what you're doing and open to opportunities and always seeking growth. So the books, I will repeat: The Smart Money Tribe by Arese Ugwu. The Smart Money Woman, Arese Ugwu. You Are a Badass at Making Money by Sincero. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, Sharma. The Compound Effect, Darren. The 5 a.m. Club, Sharma. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Manson. The Secret, Byrne. Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki. The Holy Bible, inspired by the Holy Spirit. There's this book. Hey, I don't know who has read it. Mastery by Robert Greene. This book is bulky. Like, it's not an easy read for me. There were tiny words and so bulky. Like, it's a lot of information in here. See where my bookmark is? Sometimes I doubt if I have read all this because yeah, I don't even know if I have read like this book. I only read like 2 pages of it and then I leave it for like a month. I'm considering getting the small one because Robert Greene does this. He writes this big book and then a smaller one which is the summary. But I'm thinking this is the best one to read because it has stories. Also get highlighters and hard copies. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.